可是你现在的计划是什么？讲给我听。
你要不要换衣服
Oh my God, this is awesome.
你把那个装好，那你的麦克风的那个 camera 在
Hey,
哪里？
Lindsay.
手机在那边，然后对着天空。
Oh, that's so
我们就是可以看到我们的
我的计划就是我们俩住在这里啊。
Hi, Angel.
Hi, Angel， 我听到你讲话，好不好？
Oh, someone needs to mute.
对吧？你先去站好位置啊。
That's my dad. Sorry, I just muted the background noise.
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, honey. I'm gonna go with Eli. Okay. Okay. Thanks, across. Okay.
Yeah. We know people's homes are going on all around us, so that's the way of it.
Northeastern.
So we're going to give folks, I don't think, what time is it, Natai? We've got a bit of time. Yeah, we've got a few more minutes here. We'll be joined by others we know. Welcome.
Thank you.
Where is everyone?
Oh, they're coming in slowly, I think.
Yeah, everyone's muted. I was just curious where, 3 more minutes. I'm just curious where everyone physically is.
Oh. I'm in the kitchen because it's the best internet. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry
In
about
Cambridge. Yeah, no, that's, I'm just wondering where in the world people are right now.
Oh, where in the world?
Yeah.
In my kitchen in Cambridge.
Yeah.
I'm in my living room on Cape Cod.
You're on Cape Cod. Okay.
Yes.
We're in California.
Wow.
Northern California.
Northern California. Great.
Rebecca Riccio, Connor's here.
We are in Chicago.
He's gonna be in the bottom.
Angel, where are you?
I'm still in Boston, but my parents are in China right now.
Oh, wow. And did they stay up until the middle of the night or something?
They woke up at like 4:30 for this.
Oh,
We are in
welcome.
Chicago.
Welcome.
Ciao, family. Thank you for being here.
It's amazing.
Hi, Lisa. Hi, Lisa.
They don't want it.
I don't think he's gonna put his thing on. He won't? No. I want to see.
Jan.
Hello.
Oh.
I'm so glad so many folks can join us today.
Yeah.
We'll start in just a couple minutes, so
Hi.
settle in, get a glass of water, whatever you need to do. It's so great to see these faces. I can't tell you how energizing it is to see you all. Oh, wonderful. And to get to see you with your family and your dogs. I had to go upstairs because I'm afraid my dog really does like to make an appearance and it's a bit disruptive. So I hope you don't get to see my dog.
Hello. Hi.
Yay. Hi, Gordon.
Long time no see.
I know. It's true. Wow. Okay. We'll just give another minute or so. so people can get their audio and everything where they need, get comfortable. It's so great to see your faces.
And your families.
And your
I
families.
Hi, Bailey. Hi, Varsha. Hi, Hannah.
Hi.
Right. Well, we'll do a slow start just to kind of get us going because, yay, graduation. I'm Lori Gardenier. I'm the director of the Human Services Program, and I'm so grateful that you're here with us tonight, wherever you are, and for some of you in the morning, and we're really grateful for that. And it's just so great to see all of your faces and to be with you during this incredibly special time. We know this is a difficult time, but we're going to put that out of our minds for the next hour and really just celebrate you. And we're so excited that we can do this. And one of the things I want to emphasize is that as soon as we can physically be together, we're going to do something physically together. So this is just a way for us to really mark this incredible milestone in your lives. But this is by no means a substitution for what it's going to be like for us to be together as soon as it's safe and everyone can be healthy. So this is the first time we've done anything like this. So we're just going to roll with it and do the best job we can. And again, I'm grateful that you've given us your time to celebrate with us and our seniors. So a couple of just housekeeping things before we get started. We will be compiling a hard copy of the student pages that we're going to show you today. So if you have an email address that or a mailing address that you would prefer we send it to, please let Natalia know because she has one on file, but we want to make sure we have it right. So we'll be taking these pages that we put together and sharing that, and the ones that you're going to see today aren't going to be the complete text that was provided for us by our students, but just in the interest of brevity, we have some of the words that you've provided. The other note that I wanted to make for folks who maybe aren't as familiar with Zoom is if you shoot up to the top right corner there in your box, you can see there's 3 dots, and those are dots where you have special features. So if there's a certain person you want to pin and you want to make sure you're always seeing that person, you can go to their box and pin that person to make sure that they're always in your view. We know that there are going to be more people joining us than we will probably have room for in the view. If I can just remind everyone to mute for now. At the end, we are going to give students a chance to do casual, informal kind of shout outs and just notes or things they want to say to anyone, even if they're not here. We're going to hold that space with you. And so if you think you might want to make a note, please just kind of be mindful of that. And in the end, we're going to have you kind of indicate in the chat that you would like to have a moment to just say some words, and Lisa's going to facilitate that process for us. With that, also there is a chat function. So just in general, if you want to be congratulating your friends or your significant others or daughter or son or whoever you're here to celebrate with, you can always make comments in the chat, and this is recorded and this is going to be available to you and to extend to any family members who maybe just couldn't get here today and would like to celebrate. So if I can ask our faculty to just introduce themselves, just your name and maybe how you're attached to the Human Services Program, faculty and staff, and then I'll go over kind of the events of today. So we're actually going to start with Margot.
Okay, you can hear me now.
Yep.
I'm Margot Abels, and I've been a visiting professor with the program, and then in the fall, I will be an assistant teaching professor. So a lot of you have been on my journey with me, so thank you. I'm sad to see you go and happy. So.
Great. I'm not sure if we have Becca Berkey here with us today. I can't see it. I think she was going to pop in. Nope. Okay, that's great. So Ruth, want to just give us a hi? Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Ruth Economou. I'm a social worker, and I feel really privileged to have been scooped up by the Northeastern Human Services Department and been able to teach a counseling class, and then with support from the department and also from my fantastic pilot class, start another class, Mindfulness and Mental Health. So I just teach one class and work at Children's Hospital.
Great. So Matt, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, this is Matt Lee, faculty in Human Services. I teach one of our classes in counseling. I teach the class on race and identity, and I sometimes teach senior capstone. So welcome everyone.
Great, thank you, Matt. Emily.
Hi, I'm Emily Mann. I'm a teaching professor in the Human Services program, and I teach in social policy and child development, in research methods, and a capstone. So I've been so lucky to have each and every one of the graduates in one of my classes or more.
Awesome, thank you. And Gordana, could you introduce yourself?
I'm Gordana Rabrenovic, and I'm professor of sociology and director of Brodnik Center on Study of Conflict and Violence. So human service students took my Sociology of Human Service Organization class in the past. Some were having a co-op placement in a Brodnik Center, and some also took a class, Current Issues in Cities and Suburbs.
Wonderful. Thank you, Gordana. And Rebecca.
Hi, everyone. I'm Rebecca Riccio. I am the director of the Social Impact Lab, and I have had the pleasure of working with many of our graduates in a program called Northeastern Students for Giving, which is part of a course I teach called the Nonprofit Sector, Philanthropy, and Social Change.
Great. And Natalia?
Hi, everyone. It's Natalia Stone. I'm the program coordinator for the Human Services program.
Great. And Jan Wong?
Hi, everyone. Jan Wong, acting advisor, and congratulations to all the grads.
And Lisa Warsh?
Hi, everyone. I'm Lisa Warsh. I'm the co-op coordinator for Human Services and have got to see most of you through amazing growth throughout your time here.
Great. And I believe Becca Berkey has joined the room.
I have. Sorry, I was running a few minutes late coming from another call. I am Becca Berkey, and I serve, my main role at the university is I'm the director of community engaged teaching and research. So I've worked with many of you through your leadership roles with the service learning program specifically, but then also have taught food justice and community development in the human services program and have had some of you there, and also co-led the dialogue. Really, Lori led it and I came in Zambia a couple of summers ago, and so certainly had some of you part of that adventure as well. So I'm really excited to be here, and congratulations.
Thank you so much, all of you, for being here to celebrate with our seniors. And I also want to extend a thank you to Natalia Stone for coordinating and organizing our event today like she does every year. So thank you, Natalia. Just to give you a sense of how things are going to go today, the faculty are going to make some remarks. Then we're going to honor all of our seniors, whether or not they could be with us here today. We do want to give them just a kind of acknowledgement publicly. And we'll have an opportunity to hear from Will Wraith, who is one of our graduating seniors. He's going to give you some well wishes, talk to you about what his hopes are for you, and then we will have a chance to have a look at your shout outs and other comments that you've made. All right, fantastic. So again, thank you for coming and spending this really special time with us. This is truly one of the most exciting phases of life, and we really just want to take a moment and acknowledge the tremendous commitment that you've made to both your intellectual and personal growth here at Northeastern, and we're so grateful that you've let us be a part of that. I also want to take just a moment and thank all of the family and friends and people in your lives who've supported you to get to this place. So if we can take a minute and just thank them. We are eternally grateful for the support that you have provided to our students. We know what it takes to get a students prepared to thrive at a university like Northeastern, and then to support them while they're continuing to be a part of a really unique educational experience, and your support is critical to their success. So thank you, significant others, loved ones and friends and family, we are indebted to you and your commitment to our students. We're also wanting to thank people who were part of your path and part of your process who couldn't be here with you today to celebrate. We know they're important to you too. We hope that during your time here at Northeastern, we've been able to be a part of that personal growth, fostered a learning environment, and created kind of a repository of learning that will reverberate throughout your personal and professional lives, far beyond this time that we've had together. And we're grateful for everything that you brought to us and to our community and to our own growth and to our own learning. I also want to take a moment and remind you that we're not just here celebrating this milestone with you, but that we are here to celebrate all future milestones with you. And we hope that you will see Human Services as a space that you come back to reflect and to reconnect and to refocus and to recharge, because this is a community that you have in perpetuity. So you can disappear for 10 years and come back, and we'll be here, and we will be excited to see you if it's in 10 months or in 10 years, when it makes sense for you in your life to be in our space. We hope that you will be there. So thank you, seniors. Thank you again for going out into the world and doing some of the most difficult work there is to do. We're reminded during these difficult times of how important and how significant the work is that you're doing. And we are grateful that you have the courage and conviction to commit to act. Thank you for that. And thank you for letting us be part of your Northeastern experience. So join me in congratulating our seniors. Okay, one last time, and I'm not last time, the last time for me. I would like to ask Lisa to give just a couple of notes and remarks about her experience working with you while you've been at Northeastern.
Hi, everyone. Again, thank you all and congratulations. It's like my favorite time of year and also the saddest time of year because it's really hard to say goodbye. Even harder this year because you guys aren't really here and we can't hug each other. Sorry, I don't want to cry. Okay. Anyway, I wanted to say my job's the best because I get to see you guys. These guys do too, but I get to see you from like sophomore year all the way up to you graduate and watch your growth, help you through your challenges and your successes, and see how much you share with each other. I brag about you all the time. And as Lori said, I also snag you back and ask you to help out once you're alums. And as you guys know, our alums are very involved, and I hope that you guys stay just as involved so that we don't have to be as sad about losing you.
And if I can't...
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
And I'd like to ask Rebecca to speak next. I'm a little nervous.
Hello, everybody. Again, I want to start by thanking parents and family and friends and congratulating you for launching these amazing human beings. And thank you for sharing them with us the past few years. That has been a real gift. Also, congrats to our students for making it through all of this. And thank you, because all of you affirm our choices to find our purpose in the world through teaching. And you affirm that choice with everything that you do, because we change the world through you. But that only works if you embody the ideas and the values that define who we are and make them a part of who you are. And so thank you for doing that. And I think that if ever the world was giving us evidence that we need a generation of people like you who embrace ways of thinking about complexity and ways of being that are informed by social justice values and ways of doing that unleash the enormity of your potential to serve and bring good into the world, it is now. So thank you. You give us hope and you give us purpose. I am going to now start reading off the names of our class of 2020. We are going to do that with a little bit of pause with each name so that people have time to take a screenshot or to bring your camera out and get the picture of your whole laptop. Feel free to go ahead and put your chats on. If you don't have them open, you can bring your pointer down to the bottom of your screen and open up the chat function so you can give shout outs to everybody. And let's just give everybody their moment in the spotlight now. I know not everyone's here, but we are going to announce everyone's name so that people can enjoy the recording of this with their families at another time. So let's start. Our first member of our graduating class of 2020, Eugenie Akins. Next is Lindsay Barrows. I know that Lindsay is here. Lindsay Barrows. Next, Angel Chow, who we have heard has parents who woke up at 4:30 in the morning, their time to be with us today, so thank you. Next on our list, Danielle Dotter. Haley Glenn. Olivia Harris. Monica Johnson. Hannah Kant. Abigail Cahoot. Susie Kwan. And Jessica Lynch-Foust. With that, I will pass the torch to Emily to continue our list.
Haley Macaluso, Elena Petillo, Elisa Ports, Varsha Ramsumair, Ayana Scott, Bayley Sherman, Sarah Shute, Laura Silva, Jill Sojourner, Anisha Uno, and William Race. Congratulations. And I wanted to just say a quick few words of congratulations to the students. And this is definitely not the way I wanted to congratulate you. I wanted to look you in the eye and probably give you a hug and tell you just how amazing you are, because you didn't just graduate from college, you graduated from your academic classes, your service learning placements, your internships, and your co-ops, and you took on real problems that are existing in this world, and you made your mark at Northeastern. And I am so proud of each and every one of you, and I don't want this virtual experience to overshadow the real life, in-person, meaningful contributions that you've made to the city of Boston, to the United States, and around the world. These are really meaningful contributions. And these contributions and all of the things that you've done have really left your mark on me. And so I deeply appreciate being able to have spent time with you. I am so proud of you. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Oh, and now I'd like to introduce Matt Lee.
Okay, now I'm nervous all of a sudden. Hi, everybody, and thank you again for the privilege of, to the families out there, thank you for sharing your students with us. Some of you students were actually in the very first class here that I taught at Northeastern not too long ago, so this is a very unusual feeling that I'm having at the moment, saying goodbye to you, at least for the short term. So I think I have a few minutes to just talk about something, and I thought I would talk a little bit about the gift of vulnerability, because this is a theme that has popped up in a lot of our classes. Some of you have shared moments from your personal lives or on your co-ops about challenging times where you have been vulnerable in talking about an issue, or you have received somebody else's stories and vulnerability. And this is the kind of work that we do where we can understand ourselves and one another, and allow folks to really be seen and be held and be heard. And a lot of you, especially in the race class, I would say, it just really, really opened up in such a way that touches me every now and again, just how far you're willing to go in understanding yourselves and one another. And I'm certain that you'll be able to take this skill in understanding yourself and being vulnerable and sharing with one another, that you'll be able to take this in your personal and professional lives in the future. So be well, folks. You're all in my thoughts as we do this remotely. Best of luck to the class of 2020. And to everybody watching, thanks for being here and thanks for listening. Thank you. And I'm going to turn it now to Professor Margot Abels.
Thank you. I just want to talk for a minute and say that, you know, as I said when I introduced myself, that I make no secret of it in my classes how inspired I am by the students at Northeastern. And in my time doing my degree at Northeastern and teaching as an adjunct and then a visiting, and now getting a position in human services, which thrills me to no end. I knew that I wanted to do this because of you all. And it's hard to see you go because you were really quite an inspiration for me. So I thank you. And I'm also struck with the fact that you being sort of being shut in and quarantined at the moment of your graduation gives you this unique opportunity to be sort of differently introspective, which is tremendous. It's an opportunity, even if it's you know, unusual and probably sometimes kind of stinks. So I was looking for a quote to read, and I found something by Michelle Obama, and I thought I would share that just in the last bit of time I have. And then I'll copy it over and put it in the chat. She writes, "You may not always have a comfortable life, and you will not always be able to solve all of the world's problems at once, but don't ever underestimate the importance you can have, because history has shown us that courage can be contagious and hope can take on a life of its own." So I wish you all the best.
Thank you. That was really great, Margot. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for your kind words and thoughtful comments. And what we were hoping is that we could ask Will to make a couple of notes about his hopes and wishes for his fellow classmates. I think there you go. Yeah.
How's it going? My mom is recording, even though there is a recording that's going to be released. So, Mom, I don't know. Anyway, so I wanted to touch on vulnerability a little bit as well, just as Matt said. I think that the end of your comfort zone is the beginning of your growth zone, and that has certainly been true for my experience in the human services. And I know why this group of people is not particularly large. And it's because it's hard work being in this field. Every single day that I was a student at Northeastern, I confronted something that made me either uncomfortable or pushed me farther than I thought I could go. And that's directly because of this program in this department. And I think I wouldn't trade it for anything. And I think I found my comfort in a lack of comfort. And I think everybody here should find the virtue of being out of your comfort zone constantly, because the growth that I've seen personally, professionally, spiritually, so many things that I've gained through my experience here has been through, I mean, quite frankly, tears and a lack of comfort. So keep doing you know, everybody. You guys are so strong, and it's been an honor to be with you guys and be a part of something that's I feel is really changing the world. So
thank you so much, Will. If I can, thank you, and thank you again for everybody in your comments. And we want to open the floor to everyone. I really did want to give Will an opportunity to reflect, and you may or may not know, but Will was one of the very few recipients of the Huntington 100 Award. There were many, many people nominated, and he was one of the recipients. So we're really proud of him and of all of you. So what we would like to do is, if I can, ask Natalia to go ahead and put up our slide for some of the shout outs people did ahead of time. Great. And Lisa is going to be monitoring the chat. We really, really, really hope that students might like to make just a note or two or a comment or two. It's low stakes, and participation is always appreciated in every human services opportunity. So any shout outs that you want to make, comments, or congratulating your peers, they're all welcome. And if you're interested, just make a note in the chat, and Lisa is going to give you an opportunity to take the floor.
Yes, all you have to do is write your name, and then you say what you want to say in the video. You don't have to make me read what you want to say.
Yeah. All right. Emily's going to cold call you. Come on.
Well, I think they're all reading what everyone else wrote first.
Yeah.
So.
Great.
Okay, everyone else now?
All right. Okay. Thank you all so much, and we are so eager to see you in person. We can't wait until it's safe for us to be together, and as soon as that's the case, we will be reaching out and giving you guys details. And in the spirit of everything that we do in human services, your input, suggestions, feedback are always welcome, and any way that we can kind of hold community or be in community remotely, you know, during this time, we are enthusiastically interested in your ideas. So congratulations again, class of 2020. And we can't wait to see you all in person. Thank you, friends and family, for coming. And we are so grateful you spent this time with us today.
Can we all unmute for a big shout out and put our cameras on if people are willing, so we can wish each other well? Thank you. Congratulations, everybody.
Hey, Elena.
Hey, Bayley.
Yeah.
Stay to my capstone group.
Thank you.
Susie.
Good job, guys.
I love the babies and the dogs.
Coming back over.
Got the heads here.
Yay, babies.
Yeah.
Right there.
Hey, baby.
He heard all the clapping and got really excited.
yeah.
It's so nice to see you guys, even though we can't see you guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's Pooh.
there's dog.
Hey, Pooh.
Nice boy. Hi, baby.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a great evening.
Stay safe and well.
Yeah, stay healthy, everyone.
Take care,
Bye.
everybody.
Congratulations.
Bye-bye. Congratulations.
Bye. Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everybody.